Grand Rising, Earth Angels. How are we today? Today is August the 9th, and I'm going to do another tarot reading. So I started on the 1st, leading up to Lionsgate. So that's 7 days before. So now I'll do 7 days after, a reading every single day from the Lionsgate. So I think that'll take us to the 15th. And then I'll probably go back to doing regular readings. I'm feeling called in to do regular readings again. And I've kind of neglected this channel, but this channel, this channel needed it. It needed that space and time. I did. I wasn't in a good place for a while. I was in a very dark space. It was a very shadow work type winter. I had to really be my shadow to see my shadow. The shadow that was persistent. I couldn't see it. And I knew how to look for it. I've been doing shadow work for a very long time. But this last part, not saying it's the end, I mean, I'm using the term last as in what I did last, not it's the end. Just saying I'm assuming there's a lot more to do, but hopefully it's more easeful going forward. That's one thing that I'm manifesting, working on. Manifesting is a more easeful learning process, a sweeter learning process. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, sorry, I was meditating before I started recording this, and I just hit record. I felt like I was ready, and I feel like the tears are going to come back again, and that's okay. And that's okay. It's just a lot of emotion, more than I'm used to handling, processing, letting flow through, just being open and allowing it to flow. A lot of my shadow work's been around self-worth, knowing what my worth is, realizing that I have self-worth and how it is to enact that, act upon that in the world without harming others. That's all. That's my only goal, is to have as much fun as I can and to harm no one in my process. And it doesn't always work out. And sometimes it does. And sometimes it doesn't. Oh, I want to apologize for yesterday's reading. I've listened to it again, and I was shocked at how low the volume was. I checked all the settings that I had, and I have no idea. I mean, I'd like to just blame it on Mercury being in Gatorade, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say I don't know. Don't know. Anyway, that's my disclosure and disclaimer for the day. Welcome. Have a sip of tea and we'll get started on this reading for the Earth Angels. I do love jasmine green tea. I do. I think that's why my daughter used to say that I was Uncle Iroh from the Avatar. I always took that as a compliment. Let's see. It's a beautiful morning. I'm sitting in the backyard under the grapevines. And I've got the Light Seers Tarot with me and the Thoth Tarot. And I want to take a look at the energies for the Earth Angels. So yesterday was the 8/8 Lionsgate portal, and people talk about it as a time of manifestation. It's also a time of spiritual initiation into into Isis's school of mystery, or mystery schools. That's what the 8/8 portal is for. Codes, if you will, I see it as frequencies, are sent into our sun, and then from our sun, from Ra, to us, through that Lion's Gate. And they are there for us, for who is ready, willing, and ready to accept these vibrations into ourselves, to allow us to become more of who we truly are and who we came here to be. It helps us rise up through the density. And you may have been feeling lately pressure here in your crown area. So here in the front, what we would call the third eye, which is somewhere between there and there. If you made an intersection, you would hit the pineal gland. And also the crown. A lot of pressure there through this Lion's Gate, because that's where these codes are coming in for, and also in the chest, in your heart center. I've been doing in my morning meditation practice, quite often I'll put my earbuds in and I'll play different tones, frequency type meditation sounds. And what I'd been working with all week leading up to the Lion's Gate itself was a heart-mind coherence. So unifying, a bringing together of the heart and the mind. And I found this one to be very, very useful. There's a bazillion on YouTube here. You can just search for binaural beats type things, frequencies, solfeggio tones. You don't know which one you need, just stick to 432 hertz, something that's played with a 432 hertz carrier. And these can be very beneficial and helpful when trying to work with such intense energies and going through such intense growth. So, let's see. Om Namah Shivaya. Isis, please be with me now. Please bring forth the most clear, concise, accurate messages for the Earth Angel Collective. Please wrap your wings around me. Protect me. I ask that you step into this vessel and guide through this reading. I do a Celtic cross for the Earth Angels. Today is August 9th. What do the Earth Angels need to hear most at this time for their highest and best unfoldment, and the highest and best unfoldment of all involved? I welcome in the Earth Angels, Spirit Guides. Spirit Guides that mean us well are welcome here. All others, beat it, hippie. Yeah. Magpies in the tree seem to be making such a ruckus this morning. I like that. Oh, that wasn't a magpie. Oh, there's finches? Anyway. New birds have moved into this little pine tree that's in front of me. There had been a family of magpies living there. They raised their first brood this year in that tree, and then they flew the nest. And now they're off doing what magpies do. It was fun watching them grow. Spirit, what do we have for our Earth Angels for this day? Om Namah Shivaya. I got 2 more shuffles, people. Please bear with me. Thank you for your patience. And that was 2. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot for this reading. Earth angels in the unseen energy. This is someone around you. This is the Knight of Wands. I love this card. I love this energy. She's passionate. She's unabashed with her passion. She's not afraid to express it. She's open to who she is and wants to share her creativity. At the center of the spread, we have the Magician, calling in what it is you desire, manifestation. In the crossing energy, Three of Wands. It's the card of planning and preparation. So the crossing energy I've often read as it's the blockage. It's not. It may be the challenge, or it may be the support. So with the Three of Wands, planning is needed to aid in this manifestation that you're working on. The Three of Wands planning portion, there is activity that is needed. It's often seen as waiting for your ships to arrive. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, there's a person standing on a hilltop watching ships coming into a harbor. Anyone who's ever done any import or export knows that the merchant is not standing on a hill watching. They're down at the docks making sure they have the laborers ready, in place. They have all the ropes, they have the boxes, they have the pallets, the things to put the cargo on, and a warehouse to move it into. Like, there's logistics that has to happen to unload those ships. They're not going to unload themselves, you know? So the Three of Wands is the preparation time. That's getting your camping gear out before you go camping and making sure that the tent doesn't have holes in it and you have enough fuel for your stove. These things. And that's having that as the crossing energy to the Magician. So you've been working on a manifestation, and that manifestation will come in faster, better, stronger, with some preparatory work on your part. We are co-creators in this with Spirit. And it's not just up to us to dream it into existence. We've got to put a little elbow grease behind it too sometimes. Crowning the situation, 9 swords. There's 9 swords in the head. 9 swords. She's on her knees, crying in pain, and those 9 ravens above her head are each thoughts that are piercing her. We often call it the up at night card, and even in this picture she's got a pillow next to her. She can't sleep at night because of the pain she's in. At the foundation, it's the Lovers. Rooted in love. Giving and receiving of the highest vibrational energy that there is. Sharing connection with another person. Quite often the Lovers is also viewed as a choice when it comes up in the tarot. If you look between their foreheads, there's a Merkaba. That's an energy body. They're creating this third being between the two of them, this Merkaba. It's a beautiful, beautiful image. And the choice that's expressed in the Lover's card is to choose love over fear. To choose from a place of love instead of a place of fear. Fear of abandonment, a fear of being alone. That's not why we choose the Lovers. We choose the Lovers to grow in love, in this experience. And quite often we can get caught up in the why or get caught by the why we're doing these things. Doing it for love is very expansive, very freeing. Doing it for or out of fear is very contracting and restricting. And having the 9 swords in the head, this is almost like a yin and a yang. They're all opposite energies. So getting out of the mind and into the body would serve you very well at this time, Earth Angels. Realize that those thoughts you're having, they're not even yours. Who even knows where these thoughts come from? I don't. In the recent past, you had illumination, the clarity on something, and the joy of it all. Seeing is believing, and being is love. Illumination came in. Wow, that's also kind of describing, or visually describing what I was talking about with the Lionsgate portal, with the sun. So from the star Sirius to our sun, and then from our sun to us. That's beautiful. In the near future, temperance. Balancing of the head and the heart. Balancing of the yin and the yang. Temperance is true alchemy. Timeline shifts are nothing to the temperance card. That's easy stuff. We do it all the time. Shifting from one energy state to another? Sure. Let's do it. It's temperance. We're balanced. How is the collective seeing themselves at this time? Ace of Cups. A new offering of love. You are that Ace of Cups, Earth Angel. That's you. The world around sees the Earth Angels. The Seven of Pentacles. Looking at what they've planted, seeing how it's coming along, what needs to be pruned and trimmed away so that the plants will come in stronger. Seven of Pentacles is a very earthly energy. Very tangible, very real. Okay, this has worked, this hasn't. Okay, I'm going to eliminate what hasn't, I'm going to focus on what has. The hopes and the fears in this. The Empress. This is definitely a hope. The Empress is abundant. She's highly magnetic. She can draw to her what she desires. She can also grow what she desires. She's fertile. If you're, in a relationship and you're looking for a child, the Empress would show up in your hopes and fears. And the likely outcome is judgment. This isn't like, you'll be damned. It's not that kind of judgment. This is soul expression. Hearing the call of the soul. That's having good judgment. Okay? Is when we hear the call of our spirit, of our soul's calling, and we answer it. That's having good judgment. Yeah. At least from my opinions. These are all just my opinions, people. Please don't take me too seriously. I never do. But this is the energies as I see them, and I want to share my vision with you. Well, Earth Angels, this is again another almost 20-minute reading. Very unusual for me, and so many of these have been with this Lionsgate. I'm not really feeling called to clarify anything, except I'm going to. I'm going to use the Thoth Tarot to do some clarification. Spirit, please, why the Nine of Swords? Why are the Earth Angels caught in the head? What's going on? A Prince of Cups. It's a masculine form of the Page of Cups. There's a heartfelt message that wants to be delivered. And I'm seeing that if that's clarifying the Nine of Swords, there may be fear around delivering this heartfelt message. And there's also the Princess of Wands. So this is feminine fire sign page. So youthful, not the queen yet. And she's very passionate, very fiery, very sensual. Her sensuality is usually on 10. And she's just living the wild life, if you will. And there's something within that passion that wants to be expressed through this emotional offer. Tell me more about the Three of Swords in the crossing position for the Magician. Strength. This is the Nine of Wands. This is having that inner fortitude to get up and go. Strength is required. It's another Wands card. Another Wands to describe the Wands. So there might take some strength to do this planning work. Some inner strength. Call upon it. The sun is in the head, the moon is in the root. That center rod is your spine. Be your spine. Be your strength. Tell me about the Judgment card in the likely outcome, Spirit. Answering Spirit's call. Answering your soul's calling. Show me about this, please. Okay, that's weird. I had a couple of cards popped out. I had the Hierophant over Strife. Over Five of Wands. So that's overcoming conflict. And the Hierophant is like the high priest. He's also a teacher. He's a gatekeeper. He teaches like traditional ways of doing things. This is a method that has worked. Kind of type energy. So there's something about that, but I usually don't like two cards when I'm doing a clarifying. But that did come out, and I did want to speak to this. What's this judgment? What's the soul's calling that's being answered? Capricorn energy. The devil. With the Hierophant, with the strife, and now with the devil. It's overcoming. The soul is asking us to overcome codependency, addiction, obsession. Energies that offer restriction instead of expansion. The Lovers and the Devil card they're the exact opposites. They are a duality together. Opposite sides of the same coin, if you will. One operates out of freedom and the other one operates with restriction and control. And the soul wants expansive love instead of contracted love. All right, that's that. That answers all my questions. I hope it works for you too. Earth Angels, thanks for being here with me through this time for these readings. So my manifestation that I've been going for is to get 464 subscribers. That's it. I'm not trying to grow this channel. This isn't my side hustle. This is my spiritual offering. So if it goes anywhere, that's great. If it doesn't, that's great. You watched it, that is great. Thank you. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing in this journey. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Click subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Anyway, Earth Angel, from my heart to yours, I send you love. I send you peace. I'll see you in the future.